screen after you do this?
I will
After you've done it?
I will
Okay.
say to you when you can share your screen, okay?
Okay, that's great.
I have started.
Great.
So,
Welcome everybody. My name is Maria Tomkovic. I'm a secretary of FIDE Social Commission, and I'm very happy to welcome you all today, this sunny spring day. Today, sunny, I hope, everywhere in every part of the earth. So, as we're welcoming spring with a very great initiative today, we all gathered today together because we all have a great idea or a great story to tell or a great project to share. And as you know, idea needs to be shared and we need to share the main beautiful goal of it. So today we are going to learn how to do it. It's not really complicated as we might see, but still we need to know some tips. And to start our masterclass today, I have an honor to welcome Chair of FIDE Social Commission, Andre Voktling, who can also welcome us today.
hello,
Please.
dear chess. Hello, dear chess enthusiasts of all over the world. Hello, Maxime. Hello, Maria and Anastasia. It's my great pleasure to open this masterclass today. The Social Chess Year 2025 was a great global movement all over the year. It was amazing. And the storytelling contest brought over 60 extraordinary grassroots and professional films into life. They will be projected in the future on our social media. And last year's activity also soared our social chess network. And this is also seeing with this masterclass, we have over 150 people in this masterclass today. So it's amazing. Today we can communicate, or this year we can go on and communicate together and exchange ideas, learn from each other. And this is this master class idea from the Social Commission we start today. Maxime Kolishev was in the jury with me, and he is ready to bring us on the next level in shooting videos. And I mean, this is not a critic, this is learning, this is for us going on in our journey. It is important that we share special moments in our project, that we pass the message that chess is more than a game. And I think this is a big opportunity today to develop our skills for the future. And I would like to thank Maxime and also Maria, who is organizing it. In May, we will continue with the next topic about fundraising. Please send to Maria your ideas if you have great ideas for us to share during the year. We will do, I think, every 2 months a master class. And I wish you a great morning, afternoon, or evening. I don't know where you sit on this planet. Please shoot after this masterclass new videos, learn just from Maxime and practice. And it is for us wonderful to tell the world that chess is more than a game. It's a tool for society, for different challenges society has, like stress, loneliness, mental challenges, memory, etc., etc. So use this masterclass, and it was for me wonderful to see that Maxime, this specialist in filming, was open to give us this next level. And I wish you all a wonderful masterclass. Back to you, Maria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Andre. We also are organizing this masterclass in cooperation with the FIDE Women's Commission. So I'm happy to welcome Anastasia Sorokina, Chair of FIDE Women's Commission, today with us. And as we're approaching the International Women's Day, I think Anastasia also have some words to share with us today. Anastasia?
Thank you very much, Maria. Actually, Maria, say you already everything. So, DHS family, on behalf of the Women's Commission, I'm very glad and happy to welcome all of you today, just before the Women International Day. And I'm very glad and would like to thank Social Commission for this great cooperation between our commissions that we organize such an important meeting about such an important webinar today for everyone all around the world. As a Women Commission, our mission is to show that in chess, it's a lot of profession. So not only to be a professional chess players and examples that Maxime will tell you today. So it's just one of the options what you can do in the chess world and around chess world. So enjoy your day. As already Andrea and Maria mentioned, it will be more seminars and we will be more than happy to cooperate. I welcome again all participants, but especially women and ladies who join us today. Enjoy, and I would like to thank also our technical person, Ilmas Kartal, who is always with us, helping on behalf of FIDE Social Commission and FIDE Women's Commission to help us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anastasia. Very happy to have you both here. Yilmaz, always thank you for supporting every idea we have. Okay, now I will have some brief organizational moments for all the participants, so please listen to me attentively to be sure that you understood. This masterclass organized in a webinar format. This means that you can hear and watch us, but your camera and your sound will be turned off during all the masterclass. This was made specifically because we want you to be concentrated on the very important topic on Maxime's presentation and not to be distracted by suddenly appeared voices or images. If you have questions or maybe you want to share your project or idea or suggestion, you are very welcome to share it on chat in written form and we will proceed with answering. Or you can also contact us via email if you have some suggestions for further cooperation. So now I'm happy to start our masterclass finally, and I'm happy to introduce Maxim Kolyshev. He's a Cannes Lions finalist, creative director and film director, winner of over 150 international awards and multiple Grand Prix on social advertising and impact campaigns. Please, Maxime, you are welcome to share your screen and start our masterclass. We're looking forward to hearing you.
Okay. Hi, everybody. First of all, I wish to see you all 33 people, and I would need to ask some help me on that because I need to set up the monitor so I could see the reaction. For me, it's very important to have like eye contact. Yeah, because I'm a human. I am not a artificial generated person. That's why it's very important for me because if we're working and we have an intention to work in a social meaning, so that means it's very good to have like emotional connection. For me, eyes is very important. So I just want to set up the monitor and we'll start masterclasses. Okay, just so I have a Zoom here and I have a presentation. I want to share. I want to see first of all the whole people. It's probably should be on the other screen. Yes. No, I don't see it. Could you, Maria, tell me where is? It's just okay. Перевести паузу. I don't hear you. I don't hear you.
It's a webinar format, so we can proceed like we have it because webinar.
Okay, so I can't see people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I will tell you when we have some questions and then.
Okay. I got it. Okay. Anyway, so let me share the screen first. Then video. Maria, tell me chat. Yes, it's here. Демонстрация расширение только один докладчик. Okay, it's me. So I said поделиться. Then I have to do it here. Yes. Okay. Do you see the first slide of presentation?
Yes, yes. Could you make it full screen, please?
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do it. Hold on. Let me see. Actually, this one is this is like I can I don't know how we can do this because it says it's full screen because I have like
Maybe it's
s-
because it's online, so it looks like that. Okay, then
Yes,
yeah.
you can't make it bigger. It is
Yeah, this
normal.
is like the biggest site I can do. But anyway, I can without it's like a presentation mode. Anyway,
okay.
let's just start it in a way so I can close the chat. And if you have some question in the chat, Maria, just help me on that, okay? Because I will be concentrating here.
Sure, no problem. I think that we
Okay.
can deal with the questions in the very end, not to be interrupted, right?
Okay. Yes. Let's just keep the question. Maybe in some our articles, when we switch from one part to another part, you can stop me and say, Maxim, we have a question on this part, or maybe it's better to have it at the end. Let's do it at the end because it just keep me following the timing. Okay.
Okay. Thank
So.
you.
Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. And this is masterclass and lecture how to create a nice, inspiring projects. And this is really interesting thing because I'm really excited. I used to work in advertising agency for 27 years. And I used to be a creative director in worldwide advertising agency like Ogilvy, TBWA, Rap Collins. So, and I'm experienced guy, and I had like experience on the creative side, and I have experience on the production side as well. I'm a director. Several years ago, I decided to be a director, and I wrote my first script, shot it as a director, and I became a shortlisted in Cannes. And so I got shortlisted in Cannes Lions, and then I decided, okay, it's great. Let me. I want to try these part things because it's interesting when you can create and you can execute the things that you develop. So, and that really gives me like a wide range of understanding how we could do some things. Even in filmmaking, it's very important to start from the scratch and to finalize till the master. Or master, I mean our video. We call it master. And I'm just first of all, I have a first question. How many of you used to shoot by themselves as a director and DOP, director of photography? Can you just write a plus if you have this kind of experience? I want to see it in our chat. Could you just write it down, please? So I want to understand how many of you had this kind of experience. Where I can see it, I don't see it. Anyway.
Nothing yet. So
Okay.
we'll start putting
Okay.
the...
Everybody is shy. It's okay. So today I'm going to share some techniques, some thinking, how to find the ideas, how to execute it in a right way. So because we as filmmakers needs to find something original, something unique, and create it in a best way. Because there is no any it shouldn't be any intention to repeat to do something which has already been done, you know, because for us it's very important to do something new, original, and because this is the things that really could inspire people to do something. Because when we're talking about like a social communication, it's very important to do something inspirational. Okay, first of all, I want to share with you my story. And you could see like a lot of words that I'm holding on this picture. And as I said, I have like more than 150 words. I finish counting after 150 because there is no sense. I have like a couple of Grand Prix actually in social advertising as well. And I'm going to share you some different thinking, how it's better to start thinking and find like a social insight, and how to create a better thing. Because when you're working like for like 20 years, 25 years in a huge advertising agency, you're doing a great job, but sometimes you feel that the days repeating, the same, trying to advertise like a new yogurt with a banana taste, and sometimes it became exhausted, and I decided to move further, and I found myself in a social advertising. We call it like cause marketing advertising, impact, purpose, and whatever you like. Because that really charges me, yeah? And that's what I really feel good, because I feel fulfilled when you've done something which you could inspire. Of course, when you put in one hand like a thing that you inspire people to buy yogurt with banana taste, and you put on another thing that changed their millions people could change their mind and perception on the issue. Of course, it's a completely different story. So I'm not going to tell you about every communication that we have, because when we're communicating right now, it's communication as well. So we're just sharing the information. For me, actually, it's very important to connect the emotional, to build an emotional connection with you. That's why I'm gonna look into the screen and into the camera, so you could see my eyes and you could feel my energy. And in social storytelling, it's very important to build this such a social, emotional contact. Yeah, and I'm going to share with you a couple of cases that I've done, and I'm going to share with you a couple of tricks how to inspire yourself to find great ideas. And of course, I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks how to produce your beautiful story. So when we're talking about social communication, we call it social communication. Sometimes it's social advertising, social communication, because not everything should advertise something. Yeah, we could just highlight the problem or issue that society could have. It's not only in chess. Believe me, there are not so many problems only in chess. We have problems everywhere, all over the world, 360. Yeah, and but I just want to give you a couple of hits and suggestion, trying not to blame and not to shame. There are two rules: no blame, no shame. If you want to inspire someone, you just need to find the way to have a hope, to build the hope in your communication. So, of course, to dramatize the story, you could find something which could make us nervous, but no guilt, no pity, no blame, no shame. So I think we should build the empathy. We should build a nice communication which builds the hope in our communication pipeline. So, usually, probably you could see a lot of advertising, especially in internet, which I call toxic communication, when people force you to cry, when people force you to like shake your hands and heads. And I would suggest to avoid this kind of technique, because actually people becomes blind. When you see the first time, this kind of communications, is that okay? Yeah, it's really bad. It's really sad. How could I help all the people in the world? And then next time you just scroll it. You just your mentality becomes blind. To it. That's why I'm using the other trick. I'm trying to to build the intrigue, then to reveal the issue, and then shows how we could solve this. Shows the ray of light. That is a really important thing. So during our masterclass, on every page, I'm gonna give you some examples. You could write it down if you think it's really helpful for you. And at the end of the presentation, I wish you to vote if you like it or if you don't like how we spent our beautiful time today. Sunny day, as Maria said. Yeah. So we should, when we're talking about toxic communication, when we use this kind of technique, actually it seems like as on this slide you can see, we should respect the audience. Otherwise we just trying to manipulate. Most of the people just trying to manipulate, especially in fundraising. In fundraising communication, when people wants to earn or get some money, like look at this baby, he's so weak, he's so sick, he is poor, and give us money to give him. I would tell you the thing. If we could give people the rod, fishing rod, do you know, everybody knows what does it mean, fishing rod? I hope yes, yeah? So fishing rod, it's when you want to catch the fish, you have this fishing rod, fish out of it, yeah? But there are two things. You could give the fish or you could give the fishing rod. So our idea to give fishing rod, because if you're gonna give some all the time the fish, you can't. You will lose your energy at the moment at one point. But our idea, when we're talking about the social communication, to change the perception to some issue and to find the way to inspire people. Of course, it's good to help homeless people, to give them food and so on. But there are two things. There is a tactical part and there is a strategic part. In tactical part, in short term, it's good to give him the warm room, to give him the food. But long term, we need to change the situation, and the best way is try to find something that could help this person not to be homeless, for example. Yeah, and maybe you've heard about this kind of technique. It calls like a social business. Some businesses, their platform laid in an area when they help like society and they could earn money as well. So, and I'm not going to give you this kind of example, but this is like a very important thing, that it's better to find the way how to solve the problem in long-term communication, in strategic thinking, not in the short term. Yeah. For example, there are some non-profit organizations in the world. They're organizing like a working space for these homeless people, so they could work, earn money, because they need to restart their life. You know what I mean? And that's really a respectful way to help homeless people, to try to socialize them and to try to involve include in our kind of in our normal life. Okay, let's move on. And before I start to show this film, I hope everybody have good connection, because Maria, if I share the video here, that would be okay, yeah? I mean, presentation. If you have like a good connection, internet connection, it shouldn't be a problem. So I'm yeah, this is like a very important spot for me, and not only for me, but for a lot of people as well. It was seen like 200 million times, which is pretty much. And we spent zero budget for the media. Yeah, we spent some budget for the production, but I fundraised this money to produce it. I created this one, and I was a film director as well. But what was important, this spot completely changed my life, because after 25 years working in advertising, I got this brief from Naked Heart Foundation. It's Natalia Vadianova's foundation, and now I'm here. I'm doing like a social communication. I'm not doing like direct advertising in advertising agency, and I'm really happy on that. So let's see this video. It's a documentary video, and after it, I'll tell a couple of words about this video. Okay.
Maxim, is there sound in this video?
Yes. You don't hear?
No.
You don't hear?
No. There is no sound.
How can we do this? Because I hear it. Let me check. Maybe. Hold on. I don't know how to do this. Let me check.
You need to check the sound in Zoom. Maybe you need to choose another dynamic.
Hold on. Probably. Hold on.
Computer
Just a sec.
dynamic. Yes.
Just a sec, guys. Because maybe it's because I run Zoom in application. That's probably why. Let me check it. Конференция, Zoom, настройки.
There must be an option when you share it. It says you should turn
Звуки. Hold on.
voice.
Громкость на выходе есть. Микрофон. Входная громкость, режим микрофона, удаление шума, звуковой профиль. Звук прямой трансляции. Звук прямой трансляции, включить его, да? Звуковой профиль. Рекомендуется ли конференцию участием нескольких инструментов или голосов, чтобы активировать функцию, как минимум 2 участника должны включить, переключить во время конференции. Звуковой профиль включить, я пытаюсь понять.
Попробуйте.
Ну окей. Текущая конференция не поддерживает звук прямой трансляции. Текущая конференция не поддерживает звук прямой трансляции. Для вашего удобства эта настройка отключается на время сеанса. Подробнее.
Maybe you can just show it and then explain what is happening there.
Тут написано, что... может быть, я зайду через... Давайте я зайду через...
Максим,
не через приложение.
Я думаю, что сейчас просто уже мы начали. Давайте мы продолжим.
Окей.
Это надо ранее делать.
Окей, но тут не видно звука. Звук оригинал для музыканта. Режимы микрофона.
Давайте просто посмотрим видео, хорошо? И вы просто...
Хорошо. Давайте я сейчас тогда пришлю вам... Давайте я сейчас вам пришлю динамики MacBook Pro, и здесь будет динамики MacBook Pro.
Максим, пожалуйста, продолжим.
Все. Давайте проверим. Так, вы сейчас видите мой экран? Правильно?
Да.
Или нет?
We can see your screen, yes.
Да, вы видите, да?
Yes.
Hold on. Секунду. Окей. Сейчас я уберу вот эту штуку сюда. Сейчас. Не слышно?
No. If it should be sound already, there is just a picture.
Сейчас слышно?
No. Should it be music?
Да.
We decided to conduct an experiment and created two
Yes.
absolutely identical playrooms.
It's okay right now.
One was empty, and there was a child in the other. We invited children and gave them the opportunity to choose which room to play in. In the process of growing up, children's opinions are influenced by society and their parents. Their perception of the world depends on adults. As children get older, it becomes more difficult for them not to notice that all people are different. As for little kids, they do not see the difference between children with special needs and those without. This child made the decision to be part of an inclusive community, but the world she ends up living in depends on you. Teach your children what they've taught you.
Okay, so we tested the sound, and I hope I haven't heard your voices, but I see Maria's eyes, and it's really told me everything. So this is story shot for it was 4 hidden cameras, a lot of people, and they have only one take to come into this room. So nobody knew about these two playgrounds, not the parents nor the kids, and we just invite them to present them new playground. So for them it was surprise, as you could see, and the thing is that the trick is that in many countries, not everywhere, in many countries there is a stigma that people with special needs, they kind of sick or ill, and this is like a really bad thinking, because we call, if we're talking about like a bio variety, we need to accept all the things. So we need to build inclusive society, and this sport shows how the nature kind of helps us to perceive this as a norma. Because for the kids before 5 years, it's like every kids came into this guy because they didn't see the difference, as you could see. So there was no any let's say acting in the kids. You could imagine, yeah, you cannot act this kind of emotion, so it's for real. So, and to come up this idea, I spent 3 weeks, honestly. 3 weeks, I was just concentrating on one idea. And I think it's very important when you're talking about like, when you want to do something great, not good, but great, you need to focus only on one idea, one issue per time. That's, I think, the best trick I would suggest. And every day for 3 days, for 3 weeks, I was writing the kind of ideas that helped me. I searched some university open sources. I searched I talked with scientists, and I found this idea interesting. And actually, it was scientifically proved, because the people who
who is working on these inclusive issues, they proved me that this is a real not investigation, but the real it's a truth, scientifically proved that people before this age, they don't see the difference. Okay, let's move on. So I just wanted to share with you the things that completely changed my vision. And then I decided to help a nonprofit organization, and I said, okay, there are some there are some nonprofit organizations who can't afford to buy an expensive creative agency like a strategic creative director, art directors, copywriters. So, and I decided, okay, I want to open this opportunity for nonprofit organization because I had I have a huge experience working in a big advertising agency. I used to work as a creative strategist and as a creative director, as an art director, as a DOP, as an editor as well. Right now, I'm doing everything, even color correction as well, because you need to decrease the amount of expenses when you're developing your spot. So now I can do everything from scratch to master, and that really helped me to sell, let's say, my expertise to this nonprofit organization, because they don't most of them don't have an access to this kind of such an expert, because if you're working for the brand like Coca-Cola or Adidas, of course, and they paying like a lot of $1 million, and of course you think why I should take this creative person to create this social like advertising TV spot for nothing, if I could earn like $1 or $2 million if he spent like 1 month working on this project. So, and that's why most of the nonprofit organization didn't have this access. And I opened up this, and I made a lecture and a masterclass, and the people came to me and asked me for help. And then I start helping for the money as well. So there are two things. There is actually no rule who should pay. It says the one who should the only one who should pay who has an ability to pay. If you don't have an ability to pay, okay, it's like all the time you need to understand what's the nonprofit organization, what the purpose and what the impact you could create for this organization. Okay, let's move on. What's really important when you're trying to find the idea, as you could see, the one you just have seen is pretty original. So it's a new way of showing the inclusive relationships. Yeah. So when you accept it, and it's very important to find some unusual cinematic language which reveals this issue, this problem in a creative way. That's why it's very important for yourself as creators, as filmmakers, to find original ideas. Don't try to copy, don't try to repeat it. Try to find something that nobody have seen it. Yeah, it's very important. I've never seen it before, so this is a good way to think that this idea is worth to create it. So to do so, I'm going to share you a couple of creative techniques. Of course, there is no any rules to create an ideas, but there are some starting points that really could help you to inspire yourself, to inspire your imagination, to find beautiful creative ideas. The first as you could imagine, I like these ideas. The first technique, all creativity starts with the question, what if? Actually, it's a Stanislavski's question, to be honest. He said that the creativity starts with the question, what if? And you could imagine everybody in the world uses techniques that what Stanislavski, you probably heard about Stanislavski. He's like a very famous director in a theater. So he said the first question, what if? And if you ask this question, your brain start finding the solution. Yeah. And the thing is that what kind of what's the second part after you ask yourself, what if? What if the chess could change the world? What if these pallets on the street could become a chessboard? What if these windows become a chessboard too? You know, so just try to try to ask yourself a lot of questions. Put it on a paper, put it in your phone. You know, just you should have like a special file when you write down your inspiring ideas. Yeah, this is like an interesting technique because this really starts your imagination working in an unusual way. And it's when you start asking yourself, you could find the right metaphor which reveals and dramatize the essence of the idea. So the other technique is a contrast. You know, so when you take a black and white, yin and yang, whatever, or if you could imagine, maybe some of you was a photographer, and imagine that a lot of photographer use this kind of technique, this contrast. For example, if you want to shoot like a beautiful woman, you could try to mash up two things. For example, what you could imagine when you talking about like a beautiful woman. You could tell about like sensitivity, about like a beauty. So, and the opposite, you could see, for example, like a cold, tough Rocky Mountain. You know, maybe you've seen this. And of course, when you use this kind of techniques, it kind of reveals the beauty of the object. You know, in creative thinking, it's as well. When you think about something beautiful, try to find something which is on opposite. Yeah, if you could create, if you want to create the project for the chess, we're talking about the chess, and Maria, I hope not only on the chess, because I hope this could help people to create some other ideas in their community, to help homeless, to help kids with special needs, to help just make our world a better place. So, and but I could try to give you an example in chess, because it's very important that we kind of connect it with the chess. So I used to work a lot with the chess federation in FIDE, with Russian chess federation. And as I said, just think of the chess. What's the perception of the chess? How people perceived the chess? Yeah, most of the time, like imagine like 10 years ago, people say, or 20 years ago, say, okay, it's like for the people with this kind of glasses, like I have, maybe bigger. It's boring, it's not sexy, and so on. Look at the bloggers that we have. It's sexy, it's trendy, it's fun, it's like action, and so on. So this is like what we should do. We should make a chess. We should make a chess something which is trendy, which could be well known, and everybody should talk about it. Yeah. And thanks to Magnus Carlsen and other people who are doing this educational job for other, and Belinke, I like her Instagram. Maybe you follow her as well. So I like this kind of funny stuff. But when we're talking about the social thing, we need to understand how chess could change the life of the people and the world itself. So let's proceed with other techniques, and it goes reverse expectation. I'll give you like a simple formula which helps me a lot. Yeah, and actually in humor this works as well, because when we're talking about the technique, it's not only techniques for the social communication, it's a techniques overall for the creativity. It's like a reverse expectation. So people are waiting for something that could be expected, but somehow you as a creator just turn it in another way. So the formula is clear. We think it's A, but in fact it's B. Yeah, I use this formula, for example, in a funny communication when I've done Alpengold campaign for the chocolate. Yeah, when this kind of craving stuff, when the people like crave about the chocolate, and we see, for example, a beautiful lady who is walking down the street, and the guy on or vice versa, we see the beautiful guy who is walking down the street, and the lady who stares on him, and she just walking like with a smile, and the guy thinks she's coming to me, and then she passes and takes and grabs the chocolate in the shop because she sees the chocolate. Yeah, so we just switch the expectation. We think it's A, but in fact it's B. We thought this girl was attracted by the guy, but in fact we hide it, this information, but in fact we revealed it that it was a chocolate. So this technique could be used in any other ways, not only in humor advertising, but to change the expectation. It's good. I would suggest you to find the book, which I like very much. The name of the book is 1 Million Story, which by Robert McKee. It's really a interesting book. If you're gonna proceed your life as a filmmaker, I think it's very important to read this book. And there are some interesting tips as well. And but as I said, in cinema, if we're gonna do like an interesting movie, short movie, social short movie, or documentary movie, we shouldn't do predictable film. It's like a French film. I see some people from French. Don't be offended, please don't. It's like explosion French film. I call it. It's not because I love French people, but there are some films like when you show a beautiful couple who met near the Eiffel Tower. They were acquainted. They had a beautiful dinner, and then they spent all their life in Cannes, in the Cannes, or Nizza. So there is no interest because they had a beautiful life and they proceed this beautiful life. It's a life. It's not it's not good to make a film, because in a film you should change two things. There is a characterization and there is a character. I don't know if you see the character. Character is inside, yeah. Characterization, how we perceived, yeah. Imagine like a James Bond. Everybody, I hope, have seen a James Bond movie. You see the beautiful guy who is enjoying like a show in a theater with a beautiful lady. They're drinking champagne, like a goldy stuff, nice atmosphere, and suddenly he has a SMS that he should survive the world, survive people, and save the world. And then we didn't expect this beautiful guy with smoking could be like could be so hard and Superman. So that's a kind of technique as well, interesting to use in exposition as well, because I'll tell you later how this technique shows us to build the character. Because if we see the character at the beginning, we need to show the arc of hero and to show how his inner world, how his character reveals, because we see characterization. He's a nice advocate. He's working and wins a lot of things, and then sometimes he became a homeless, and we see his life like completely ruined. And then it's interesting how he through the struggling, surviving, and changing his perception. And there are different, of course, ending. It could be positive, it could be negative, or it could be both. So it's very important when you create a story, start thinking from the end. And then when you come when you find something at the end, like in a climax action, so you could unfold the whole story to the beginning. Yeah, you can't just start from the beginning and didn't understand what could be at the end. First of all, find the climax action of what it could be, and then build the story vice versa. That is like I would suggest to work in this way. Okay, this is like a very well known technique. We everybody went to school, and in our subject like literature, we use this technique, metaphor. Yeah, we need to find a metaphor. We don't show the life as itself. Okay, if we are bloggers and we're going on the street with our phone, okay, it's fine. But even bloggers trying to find, they're trying to find something unusual, something interesting. Otherwise, it would be boring, And being a filmmaker, you need to use film language, cinematic language. Cinematic language, it means that we should talk with the people with the art images, not like how it like in ruins. Even if you're doing like a documentary, it's in documentary, most of the thing, it's very important to reveal the inner world of the person, or the inner problem, because there is a perception, there is something which is surrounding, and for us as for the viewer, it's interesting how this world how it's possible. Of course, there are three tricks to grab the attention, only three, but you can combine it. First of all, which calls it's a secret. It's mostly used in this Sherlock Holmes movie and other one, because we don't know, something happened, but we don't know who made the crime, and it's really important to grab our attention to follow this story. There are some which calls dramatic irony. When you see, for example, the guy who is like completely sad, he's coming to the skyscraper on the roof, and he's about to make one step to fall down to make suicide, and then he's making step, but then we see the black screen and we see 2 hours before. And then our attention, we catch our attention, and we see, well, how it's happened here, and we want to see the past. And then probably at the end we could see someone take him back and said, "Man, you forgot to come to my birthday today. Ah, okay, let's do it." So it could be some other ending as well. So, we're talking about the metaphor. It's really important to start your thinking. What does it feel like? What it could represent when you look at the person, or if you look at the situation, and you should find something in terms of visual connection, or in terms of a mental connection. So if you find the idea and the goal of the creative people to find the very clean and clean and strong metaphor. That's because you could find the metaphor, but the idea to find the best metaphor, which represents and to reveal the best of this of the world that you're gonna film in your movie. So the other technique, we call it extreme scenario. It works both for the future films and the documentary as well. Extreme scenario means Imagine what the worst thing could happen with the hero, and imagine what's the best thing that could happen with him. And when you see this kind of two pole, you could build the story between two points, you know, because you could show him in how he reaches and approaches the best, let's say, scenario, and then sometimes somehow we have shifting point that turns him into the absolutely the worst one. When we're talking about the movie, when we're talking about the film, we need to make it bold. You know, that's why for us as a creative, we need to understand to which stage this character could be to which extreme stage he could be seen in our movie. So this is a really interesting starting technique. All of this technique is just a starting your imagination. Okay, imagine like extreme scenario. I'll tell you. I'll show you later, of course, the project that I've done with the Chess Federation, which calls "Replay Your Life." So I ran jail chess cup in a jail, and the winner got an early parole. Can you imagine that? I'll show you the case. And this is like extreme scenario. So could chess change someone's life? Yeah, in extreme way. And now I make an intrigue, and you would keep your attention till I show you this case. This is what I did. Okay. The other technique change the frame. Yeah, and instead of asking how do we promote chess, let's just ask how chess changes someone's life. Yeah, so just try to change the angle, try to find the angle which is unusual, which like regular people don't see. Yeah, you know, because most of the people, they don't see the world in a way like how to create my cooking cinematic, you know what I mean? But you as a filmmaker, as a creative, should always train your brain in a way to see all the things around you in a creative way. Say, oh, it looks like that. Oh, it reminds me this. You know what I mean? And then it's like our brain is a muscle, and we are capable to make it stronger. You know, let's strengthen it by our creative mind. And actually, to be creative and to play chess, it's a very good thing not to live with Alzheimer, to be honest, because our narrow connection, we see this narrow connection behind Maria becomes stronger, yeah, as Maria. So let's move to another technique, which calls human transformation. And this actually, we a little bit talked about it when we said that look at the person and show the person at the beginning, and show the vice versa, show the opposite of this person. As I said, we have a characterization, and we have a character. The character reveals only in when you have a very difficult choices in your life. This is very important. Yeah. So it's only appears when you have an easy choice. It doesn't reveal the character. I'll give you an example. First of all, hold on. Example is simple. Imagine a guy who is walking down the street with a beautiful lady after nice dinner. They spent like in Michelin restaurant, and he has a beautiful shirt. And then on the boulevard, we hear the cat is like calling, and we see the cat on the tree. and he is like stuck on the tree. He's afraid he's about to fall. What this guy is doing? He's saying, "Okay, I'm gonna be a Superman in your eyes." And he just grabs this cat, takes him down on the road, and the woman said, "Wow, so beautiful." And then they walk together and they have a beautiful night, whatever. But this is an easy situation. This is a situation that everybody could do this. Doesn't reveal the character because it's a social norma. It's like the norma that it's like a social, how to say, a recognition. So everybody expecting us to behave this way because it's just if you're not stupid. But the difficult situation would be if there is a car accident, for example, and you see like the kid or your wife, and who's the first you're gonna help? You know what I mean? That would reveal your thing. Or you have like a girlfriend, and you have like your girlfriend just bought a trip all over the world on the ship tomorrow. I don't know, or in 2 days, and she's happily just comes to you and said, "Listen, honey, I made a present for you. In 2 days we're gonna go to the trip through the ocean all over the world." And then he said, "Listen, in 2 days my mother have a birthday." You know what I mean? And that means a difficult situation. You have to be on your birthday mother, or you have to accept this. So there are some things. Of course, you could build a better world, because you, as being a creative, you can build any world, of your character. As I said, this technique shows you when you see the character. You should hide. You should hide till the end. It's a very important technique. You should hide till the end what he is actually is. If you show like your community, society, yeah, you show the details, show some atmosphere of this society, like your chess school, whatever, in a village or in hospital, or wherever it is, and then people just you keep people attention because they're curious to what you're talking about, what the news you're gonna tell them, because your idea to tell something interesting, something unique. So that's why you have to hide the ending and of the character, or the whole circumstances that could happen in your community or in the world that you're gonna build. Emotional trigger, of course, it works for every technique as well. And when we create the film, we first try to understand what feelings we want the audience experience. You just close your eyes and you just understand in which genre this film should be about. It should be comedy, it should be documentary, it should be like a feature film, or it should be like a dramatic story. Yeah, but keep in mind that don't blame, don't shame, and give people the ray of light. This is a very important thing. Yeah, when we're talking about the social communication. So, and that's really important to build the scene around the feeling. And what's important, there are two things, and people sometimes misunderstood with these two things. There is a empathy and there is a sympathy. Yeah, sympathy when I like someone, empathy when I could feel that someone's feel. You know what I mean? Did I understand? So the sympathy when I like someone, but empathy, this is an interesting thing. It's always related with the film. When you sit in a cinema and you watch, when you watch the movie, you empathize to the main hero. he could be not he could be bad, to be honest. He could be really bad, but you could empathize him, because this is a really interesting trick. Not only a protagonist shouldn't be always good. Protagonist is the one to whom we have an empathy. This is a very interesting thing, and I wish you to find this book, Robert McKee, and or you could search or discover by yourself what empathy means. I think this is like the core of the cinematography. Yeah, if you could build the scene, if you could build the story, and if you could build the character that the viewer could empathize to the hero, bingo, you've done it. So you got the thing. And as I said, you should keep in mind that in social communication we should keep this hope. And watch empathy works interesting, because somehow the cinema, the movie, is a metaphor of the life. And if you're gonna make like empathic movie, the people, the viewer should kind of put the mask of the hero, you know, and we give these people experience to live to live in the story that we're creating. Yeah. So when and in this case we will do a beautiful and a powerful story. So let's move on. Let me see the timing. Okay, I'm gonna be quick. It's okay. We're in time. The hidden truth. Yeah, the hidden truth is there are some technique, of course, they somehow intersects. Yeah, because when you start thinking, you're not like thinking, okay, I have this 1, 2, 3, 10 like techniques. Your brain is working much faster, and you could mix all the techniques. Yeah, and it's interesting that as I said, we hide the truth. There are two things in directing, in cinematography. We call it opening framing and the closing framing. Yeah, sometimes we show like opening framing when we show, I don't know, the close up of something. Yeah, and we see the close up of something, and then somehow we reveals the wider shot. So yeah, it could be done during the edit cut, or it could be done like in one frame. Yeah, and the same with the story. Imagine the whole story has his arc. We have two things. We have arc of the story, and we have the hero arc, you know, because we need to see the changes. If we don't see the changes, as I said, like in an exposition movie, this is a bad movie. The good movie should have this dramatic arc. And dramatic arc means if we show the hero in one circumstances in a good condition, so then we need to see some changes. So we need to see how this hero or how the situation turns upside down. Only in this, or only this could help us to boost, to reveal the emotions in the most emotional way, you know, in the most brightest way. So that's why when you build a story and when you know something, when you got a beautiful trick or a beautiful ending, hide it till the end. And then there are other technique which I didn't mention in this presentation, but I'm going to share with you. It just always try to switch from left to right. Don't allow your viewer to see all the time like positive scenes, positive, 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 or negative, negative, negative. You should all the time switch it from the positive to negative, from the positive to negative. I'll give you an example, of course. If you see the hero, like he is like a very successful guy, he has a job, and then somehow one day he lost his job, and then we showed him absolutely desperate. He lost his job. He is about to break with his girlfriend, break up, and so on. So move him, force him to the bottom of the life. You know, till he's about to make a step from the skyscraper or whatever, and then somehow turns it to other way. So that gives you a beautiful storytelling, and it builds a very nice dramatic arc. Yeah, and think both. Think strategically in terms of whole movie from the start to the end. Yeah, when your hero goes up and down, and then in every even small scenes that could be switched from positive to negative, from positive to negative, even but because the hero is trying to find the balance in his life. You know what I mean? When he's always trying to have a balance. If he has a positive, then when he like exciting about the holiday with his girlfriend, make something which just destroys his happiness. You know what I mean? So all the time, just think what could be the trigger, what could be because this tension keeps attention of our viewer to see the our beautiful story. And of course, when we're talking about like a social communication, it's we have a huge amount of instruments to show these emotional ups and downs. Okay.
Maxim, can I
Yeah.
ask you a
Yeah.
question? We had a
Yeah.
question in the chat. I think it's relevant for this
Okay. Okay.
blog. You have a lot of examples of storytelling of beautiful stories about relationships. Maybe you can also use some chess-related examples,
Absolutely.
speaking about techniques.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Quickly, let's. I'm just because I'm a how to say, I'm a freestyler. As being a creative, and you have to be a freestyler as well. I like this. I like this challenge right now because we have a masterclass. But right now, I'm gonna switch myself in a creative mode because you challenged me and I like it. So, and for everything, for every technique, I'll give you like a quick example how it could be related with the chess. Okay, and it shouldn't be like great, but it should be interesting. I hope, or at least I can show you the gradient, the variety, how my brain is working in a specific technique. For example, for this technique, actually, I've done the example for the chess. Yeah, I said, what if the chess could change someone's life? You know, what if we imagine, if you imagine skyscraper, actually I had this kind of idea for the Olympic thing, but maybe we will do it next Olympic chess Olympiad. I had an idea, and I still have it. If you imagine like a huge building with a square windows, yeah, imagine that these windows become a chessboard, and we put the light behind the chess, behind this window, and we can allow people on the ground to play chess. I don't know, with Carlson on this building, you know, so everybody could see it like on the street. I don't know, in New York or in Paris or in Madrid, you know. So imagine, well, I said, what if these windows become a chess cell? Yeah, Maria, is it relevant question?
Yes. I think the main
Okay.
idea is that you can just show how to use these techniques for those who
Yeah.
are devoted
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
us. So not.
That's what I said. So what if the window become a chess cell on a chessboard? Yeah. What if I see the tile on the ground and it could become a chess? Yeah. Or imagine, because we should not reveal the chess just like some bloggers, I don't want to tell the names, puts the patterns, like chess patterns on everywhere, you know, here, whatever, everywhere. Yeah, because let's think what chess is about. chess is about infinity. For me, infinity is because there is an infinite combination in a chess. This is really interesting concept. I had it be on other chess Olympiad, but anyways, it's still I'm gonna share it with you because I respect all the people who connected today with us on our masterclass. So infinite. So think about infinity. Think that chess is an infinite world. It's about like a space, you know. And if we think that what if the chess is absolutely infinite? We shouldn't imagine it because the chess is infinite, you know what I mean? And that means that some I could find some other aspect which is infinite as well, like a space, for example, or thinking, and trying to connect. And then I come to another technique, like a metaphor. Okay, what if chessboard could be infinite? You know what I mean? Like imagine infinite, not 664, but infinite. So that could dramatize the thinking about like the chess is infinite because it has infinite combination. We have like a limited opening, yes, Maria? Yeah, because I used to play chess as well. We have a limited opening, and this opening very well known, and people just they're trying to combine, but sometimes most of the opening are well known, but the ending is infinite. Okay, let's go down because we have more contrast, technique, contrast. It's simple because think what how people perceived the chess. Most of the people, I mean generic, not smart, who joined today our masterclass, but I'm talking about in general. Most of the people think that chess is boring. It's for the people who has no taste, who for the people who is just concentrated only on themselves and so on. But what if we just find unexpected combination of this technique? And I knew this. For example, Marie, you probably heard like a jazz and chess. Yeah, remember this kind of event in Russia? I remember it, chess and jazz. Or I saw a beautiful one, chess and box. Yeah, so this kind of mesh up technique very interesting. So because you're just doing opposite, you think chess is like just for smart, and you just train your brain. But for example, if we take the box, it's about like strength. You know what I mean? So, and we combine two things like smart in terms of our strengths of the mind, and strong in terms of strengths of the body, you know? And let's see another one. Reverse expectation. Reverse expectation. Some actually bloggers using this technique. I saw some bloggers come to play with Belinka with a special artistic costume, and some grandmaster hiding themselves. You know what I mean? So, oh, I'm just a newcomer. I don't know how to move. Please tell me how to move these pieces and so on. And then somehow some bloggers are losing it. You know what I mean? Because it's just a reverse expectation. We didn't expect that. This is like a lot of funny reels use this kind of reverse expectation. And I just told you because you can do it not only in long term or short term filmmaking, but for example you can make videos and reels and shorts using these techniques as well. As I said, we think it's A, but in fact it's B. For example, I have a joke about that. The chess is a dangerous game. You know, when you take the pieces and put it in your eyes, it's really dangerous. You know what I mean? So this is unexpected. It's weird, yeah. But we remember the movie, and we remember the book when the guy knew Vasiki. Well, when he started fighting with the chessboard, you know what I mean? So we didn't expect that we could fight using this chessboard as a tool, you know what I mean? So, and we didn't expect this is like a smart, beautiful, calm game could become so dynamic and aggressive. No, I don't think it should be aggressive. That's why actually when I invited and making like some chess event, I'm trying to use close up. I'm trying to use close up because I want to see how eyes are moving. I want to see how lips. I want to see how people thinking. Because when you're closer, you just see something more than when you on the right. Or in the middle shot. So metaphor, as I said, it's like to find a great metaphor in a chess. Let's find a quick example what the chess should like, not in terms of visual like 64 cells or figures, but I think when we move our imagination on the mental level, it gives us a deeper idea and a more stronger idea. And let's think. We talked about the chess, how it's perceived, and because there are two things. There is, let's say, the goal, an educational goal of the FIDE that represents the whole worldwide chess federation and want to show that the chess is absolutely infinite. It could be this, and that, yeah, and using trying to find the metaphor for the chess, we need to understand what the perception of the people and what because why it's so important to find how people perceive the world, how people perceive the chess, because we want to surprise them, you know if we don't know how they perceive, because they perceive they perceive chess in one way, but we gonna show them the other way of the chess, and that would make this story interesting and hopefully great. So, and using metaphor, let's see, as I said, for example, chess infinite, or let's say we have queens and we have like kings, and there are a lot of movies which use this kind of metaphor. Okay, now it's a little bit generic, yeah. When we see like people playing a chess, like living a life, on the chessboard. So they're doing turns. Like imagine like when people directly call queen queen, But in terms of metaphor, we could think that because the chess is the thinking process most of the time. And we had a beautiful movie, Maria, this time when the man played chess during surgery. Yes, remember this one.
Yes.
And this is really interesting one, because he has a surgery on his brain. Yeah, because we need to understand that he is alive, and he's make his blood pressure in his head pretty much and enough that the surgery could so the doctor should control this surgery. Yeah, and this is like absolutely amazing, I would say, metaphor that that the scriptwriter found. Maybe it's director wrote the script, but anyway, the creative is really nice, and I do like this idea. Okay.
This film won the storytelling challenge, by the way, of the social
Yeah.
action. So
Yeah.
thank you very much, Maxim. I think that we can continue with the technique.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah,
very limited
yeah.
in
I think everybody just extreme scenario. I showed you the extreme scenario with the jail chess cup. Change the frame. This is like I said. So you could change the perception of the guy who seems to be a little bit shy or not so active, and then we change it in a way, like I said, like in our new Wisuki one. Yeah. And let's move on, because we have some of the things that I want to share with you as well. So this is really interesting case, because this case shows how commercial brands without non-profit organization could build great social communications. So it calls Charge the City with the Energy of Running. Let's see the case, and I'll tell you what kind of hints you could grab from this. There is subtitles.
In the small town of Protvina near Moscow, for 47,000 people, there are 18 sport federations. But the only stadium in town has not been lit for 29 years.
Я зажигал их с помощью солнца. Закат заходит и отражается, и такое ощущение, что вся мачта загорается. И мне дети: пап, смотри, мачта зажглась. Как будто это было вчера.
In 2013, Adidas introduced running shoes with unique boost technology that provides energy recharge. What if we collect the energy of many runners and use it for one good deed? We created the project Charge the City with the energy of running. During 4 races, we gave runners mobile generators that transformed kinetic energy into electricity. All the accumulated energy was collected in special batteries at Adidas runways. In the end of running season, all collected energy was taken to where it's really needed, to Protvina town. By plugging the batteries into the LED lights, we lit up the stadium for the first time for 29 years. We charged people with positive emotions and proved if you have the energy, you can change the world.
Okay, what's important here? Actually, this is a really interesting one because it's very close to chess, because it's about sport. And this one got Grand Prix Clio in New York, Grand Prix Clio Sport in New York. I hope someday we will do some project for the FIDE, and we will win Grand Prix as well for the Clio. It's a very good prize. But the thing is that we were asked by the client to promote the sneakers, just the sneakers with the boost technology, and we could show it's a nice sneakers. It has like a special technology that gives you energy back. But when we think further, when we just not stop our attention on the functional part of the product and go to emotional one, so we build great stories. And I think this one really shows that these boots inspire people to run, inspire people to collaborate, because the running community is very strong, and that shows how this running community could help to other communities to start training as well by delivering the energy. So let me see. Yeah, we have some time. That's good. Let's just quickly jump into the production part, because it's very important. And as Maria knew that I suggested to run this masterclass because my intention to help the community who builds a social chess project to make it like even better. Of course, we have a very nice pieces this year, but our idea, our intention to make it great. Yeah, let's don't stop it. Good is not good enough, as my teacher taught me. So that's why I'm gonna share with you some of the techniques from directing and directing of photography part. So, as I said, everybody could be a director. Everybody has a camera. You can use your phone honestly as a camera. It's not a problem right now. But the thing is that how to use this tool. You need to understand how to build the story, how to create the character, and how to shoot it in a cinematic way. Yeah, because we're trying to all the time to improve, let's say, the quality of the content. And if it's a good quality, people could be attracted, and of course, at one day you will have like millions of subscribers, I hope. Anyway, let's go through these techniques quickly. And as I said, the whole story, we start with a structure. Yeah, we need to understand what's the setup of the story, what's the real conflict. Without the conflict, there is no story, to be honest, as I said. So if you show the beautiful community, you need to find something which distracts the balance in the life of this community. So that could be a conflict. And this conflict is very important because we need to empower the protagonist with circumstances that trying to destroy his normal life. Yeah, and then transformation as well. So as I said, we have two types of transformation: transformation of the story, arc of the story, and the character's arc. So we need to see the character how is gonna change. Yeah. Then we need to introduce this world in a proper way. So we need to build a interesting, curious setup. So because we don't have enough attention right now from the viewer. It's not like when you go to the cinema. Sometimes social communication comes through the internet or through shots or reels, and so you need to grab the attention from the first sight. And that's why you need to build the setup of your story in a way that people could be attracted from the first or second. That's a really important. And as I said, we have a different thing. So we have the world of our story contains time, contains locations, and contains the character. So these three things is very important, and they kind of somehow connected with each other. Um, and as I said, we need to build curiosity and to grab the attention from the first sight. And as I told you, there are three of them. Yeah, one is secret, then a dramatic irony, and the third one is uh, I want to translate this word, intrigue. Yeah, intrigue. Uh, so, as I said, the conflict is very important part in every story. And when you have like an exposition part, you need somehow to make to build the story in a way so it should reveal the conflict. And then the good stories, the good story has three actions, three acts. Yeah, and the first is exposition, second is the main part, and the third is like the ending. So, and this is really important. In exposition, we show the hero, we show the world, we show the current situation, the atmosphere, and then we show the normal life, how our hero or society got used to live. And then we need at least at some point to build this provocative sin which ruins the world that we showed before. So without conflict, nothing gonna move. So the conflict moves the story. And in social storytelling, it's very important because the conflict is often inside the person, and we need to reveal this conflict inside the person, but we need to do it smart and step by step. As I said, transformation is a very important thing, and we need to build the character. So we need to see how he changes, and it's should be not only like outside but inside as well. The deeper you go into your character, the greater story you could create. So you should think about, like, for example, character, and the arc of the character is a metaphor of the arc of the story. I know it's a very complicated explanation, but if you all the time should think, if this transformation of the character could somehow resonates with arc of the story, that's build a very nice movie. Of course, this understanding you need to if you would come to this understanding during the experience, and you need to do something all the time. Don't stop on what you've done. Just think that you could make it better and make it nicer, nicely. I will skip, Maria, some of the slides, because if I see that I already told about that, like a hero arc in the previous one, I'm gonna skip it. So because I want to have some questions at the end in our dashboard, in the
Sure.
chat.
Sure.
Okay, okay. So as I said, the hero arc shows how it changes, how we see in exposition part, characterization of our hero, the normal world, how he's perceived by the viewer, and then at the end we need to reveal his real character, not the characterization. So there are two things, as I said. And well, it's very important when we're talking about like social insight, and it's very important, first of all, to understand what insight is. Insight is the only thing that we are not inventing in the creative process. So we are not. If someone says, "I invented this insight," don't trust these people. Just run away from these people. It's not true. You can't create insight. You can find insight. Insight, it's like a truth. It's a human truth. It's what people feel, what people think, and what people think when they have a problem without the product or with the product. So insight is everything. So it's like a knowledge. It's a knowledge, but there are some generic insights and there are some specific insights. And our goal as creative people to find a specific insight, unusual insight, because remember, we want to create something which I've never seen it before. I've never seen it before. If I've never seen it before, but I'm looking, I've been watching a lot of stuff. So that means that other like normal regular people wouldn't see it, because you know how it's bad when you made a story and someone already done it like 2 years before. So it's really bad for bad feeling. I'll tell you, as a creative, this is like the nightmare of the creative if you do something that someone created before you. So I told you about the insight. Like for example, I could tell you people and I want you to tell you something that when you want to make when you wish to make something interesting, really interesting, you should find not just specific but boring insight. You should find specific insight which dramatize the idea that you're going to tell, because you first of all said, okay, what I should tell you by this movie, what I should tell you, because you can't just make a movie about like a nice atmosphere. This is nothing, you know what I mean? It's videographer is doing. You as a filmmaker should do something which I say, okay, what's the takeout, what's the message I should code, I should program into this cinematic language. And then you should think, okay, related to the chess. When you're thinking about the chess, what do you want to tell about the chess? You want to tell how people creating the playing boards out of like papers and doing figures out of bread and starting playing chess because they don't have like a real chessboard. I don't know, whatever. In some African, I don't know, everywhere has right now the chess. Yeah, but we need to find something which tells the story. For example, if there is no any chess, and we come up with a special event, and we understood that the people who perceived like the people without intelligence and knowledge, and somehow we reveal that these people are really smart. So that's an interesting way to show this story. Yeah, and of course we need to find, okay, the place, the people, and how we what we can do and how we can do. Of course, it's not the only way that you just make a movie out of you could grab around you. You could come up with an idea and to come to your chess federation to make a activation special event, and then to make a movie about this activation. So let's move on, because about the social insight, as I said, we need to find the truth about the people, about the feelings, and according. If we talk about the chess, we need to understand, for example, if we take this example with a village in the middle of nowhere where there was no any chess, so the insight, the perception of the people, they're spending their life just grabbing the foods, walking on the ground, and that's it. But we change this perception and say, okay, these people are smart, because walking on the ground, it just makes them concentrated. Their mind is so concentrated, and we use this kind of establishing benefit, and we just showed them how to play chess, and they became like a championship in Africa, for example. This small village. So try to make something unusual. In social insight, it's very important to find this like a human and very sensitive thing. Uh, I think this slide should go upside down. It's not from this one anyway. Uh, how many slides do we have? Let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna see what's going on here. Okay, I need to be quick, because we have only 18 minutes rest. Anyway, how to find social insight. As I said, it's important to find the human truth about how people think, what they feel, and in terms of social insight, we need to find, let's say, the issue of the society, and then to find the dramatic way to talk about it. Uh, and then we need when we found the insight, so we need the people perception is this, but we need to tell the story, inspiring story, how what these people are. So we need to build this bridge and start creating our stories. So it could be, as I said, a social experiment, as you've seen in Naked Heart Foundation, or it could become a film about other activation. I don't know, playing chess on the street, on this windows on the skyscraper, yeah, using application or some other tools. And as I said, we have kids have a very good. They have a very good benefit versus adults, because they have curiosity, and curiosity allows them to develop themselves. And for us, for the creative people, we are somehow, most of the people think that we are kids, because we are curious about everything, and try to keep this curiosity as a kid, because kids always ask, why is this? What's this? And you, being a creative, you have to ask all the time, why this happened? Why is this? And this really important thing, an important tool that you have to an exercise, actually, like a yoga, that you could train your brain. Yeah. Uh, so there are some questions that you should always ask, why this story matters to people. We need to understand why it's relevant, why we need to tell this story, how this story inspires them. Yeah, why this is so important, and why people should care about that. Yeah, so that's a really important and very deep question that you have to ask yourself. Because you don't want to shoot the story which nobody could be care about. Okay, let me show the case, because it's very important to show you some case which has an interesting social insight and the story. So I combine two things. I combine film, I've done the film, and I combine event. And I've made event uh, together with the film, and you'll see how it works. It calls Breaking Point, and I had a task to create the project for the people with special needs, and they had a socializing program to make a photography outside and inside in the city and in some photo studios, and I come up with absolutely crazy ideas. I took them in a dangerous area, and look how it was done. Let me show it to you.
Nowadays, many youngsters can't truly fulfill themselves despite the endless possibilities in front of them. However, we firmly believe that people can bring out the best in themselves by stepping outside of their comfort zones and challenging their limits. It is for this reason that we have created our Breaking Point project. It is unlikely that there is a convenient highway leading to an undiscovered place. There definitely should be a stony mountain path, if there even is a path at all. You have to be ready for hardship, cold weather, waking up early. Plus, you need to be in good physical condition. We have opened an exhibit in the heart of Moscow showcasing the breathtaking photos taken by creative youth. Because of the interactive nature of the installations, visitors are able to stand in the photographer's shoes and take photos of the same otherworldly locations, making it as if they were actually there. We presented a film about our creators and invited them to the stage. These are the people who know from the beginning of their lives that this life is far from easy. Life is an effort. Life is a struggle. Thousands of social network users were inspired by our story. They care about the project. It was even supported by celebrities and bloggers, and was also covered by the media. We achieved impressive results with no budget. I believe that such projects inspire people to get out of their bed or chair, take their old camera or buy a new one, and go on a trip to discover the new beauty of nature. But ultimately, we have proved that everyone has unlimited opportunities, but only those who aim for an outstanding result can truly reveal them.
Big magic. Перевести, что я сказал? Или вы поняли?
So actually, there are some different techniques that I used, but I said, okay, if we have people who has a problem with movement, I will teach them to climb, to dive, to grab to show that this is a people with infinite possibilities. And this project shows, because nobody understood the media, nobody understood that this picture has done by these people. And then I showed this movie, as you said, and you see how people at the end appeared on the stage. Okay, let's move on. Directing. So we have a couple of minutes, but we will fit in our timing quickly. When you have your story written, you when you wrote the script, you need to make storyboard. You need to make to understand what kind of angles, what kind of closeness I have to use, because that gives you a sense of the whole story when you write the storyboard. When you visualize it, when you make storyboard, it's very important to for this production process. Then you make casting, location scouting. So before you come to shoot, come to this location, look at where is the sun starts, where is the best way when the sun comes into this room, and so on. So make this cast. It has location scouting, yeah. And so you need to be a producer as well, because if you don't have budget, you have to be a script writer, director, DOP, and producer. If you have the crew, like directors, location scouter, like and so on, so it's great, and I wish you good luck to have a great story. Very important to understand, as I said, we have a joke. We have a joke that the medium shots for the medium actors, because close-up shots for the good actors. You know what I mean? So the closer we are, the more deeper we gonna tell you about what this person is feeling. When and if you shoot me from the side, you're not so intimate with me. But when we close when your camera close to the eyes on the same angle, it gives you more intimate feelings. Yeah. And wide shot just shows the contest. So the location, the medium kind of connection and relationship with some heroes, and the close up, what you feel and what you think really. It's very important, of course, use camera angle because, for example, if you show the person from the top shot, you just show how desperate he is, how weak he is. If you show the person from the low camera position angle, so you show how strong, how great he is, like our masterclass. So think all the time to use different angles, because it's part of the filmmaking language. And of course, you need to understand what composition is. So the simplest way, just if it's not center composition, think about other, like 2/3 of it. Yeah, just split the screen in vertical and horizontal and try to find some catching objects to build this composition as well. Of course, this if you have a beautiful director of photography, that could be on his side, but director has the right to negotiate and to talk with the director as well. Camera movement also helps you to build very impressive stories. It could be static, it could be a little bit shaking. Yeah, it just gives you a sense of presence, sense of presence. Yeah, Maria, correct? I said a sense of presence, and or it could be just a smooth movement. Yeah, and on the post-production side, you just think, of course, before you create the story, before you shoot the story, you should edit the story in your head, and you need to understand how to build the story in a way, just not showing just wide shot or middle shot, maybe close up, maybe I need to show this atmosphere. And the mistake that people doing all the time, they just shooting the event, for example, or shooting, but most of the thing just look around, show, go on the street, show the trees, show the mountains, show the library, show the preparation of makeup. So these small details builds the story around our character and shows the variety of visuals, and that makes it bold, and people likes to watch these different things. Of course, you should use different lenses. It could be close. It could be like a telephoto for the close-up when you want to blur background, or it could be wide shot, like 24 lenses or 20. It doesn't matter. Just to show the whole location, geographic takes. And of course, think about the sound. And if you have if you could buy like a small camera microphone, not the camera microphone, but extended one, which is like focused on the specific area, that would be nice, because it really focusing the person who is talking to your camera. If you shoot documentary, if you shoot like a feature films, you could use like a professional technique and think about the sound, because there is a talking, there is a visible sound when you see the bird like singing, or there are some invisible sound, I don't know, ventilation in a room, so think about that. The masterclass is about creativity, not about the sound, but I'm going to tell you that you should keep in mind that that's a really important part of the movie. Yeah. And that's why all the time try to record our hero using like a microphone, hidden one or not hidden, or and then record the ambience on the set. And that, yeah, we have, of course, exactly. We are very good in timing. I'm going to show you the case study, Chess in Prison, which calls Replay Your Life. And this is like what the extreme I could imagine, how extremely chess could change the life of the people. I want Maria, everybody could have an attention on this case, because as I know in FIDE and in chess federation, I've been in London. People told me that they know this case, and they want to do something with me as well. So because it's a really weird one, and I'll tell you why it's great. Okay, let's see what it's all about.
Может ли игра в шахматы полностью изменить чью-то жизнь? Мы задали себе этот вопрос, когда получили задание от Российской шахматной федерации, которая хотела повысить интерес к игре. Мы решили показать, что шахматы – это не просто игра. Шахматы учат нас размышлять над каждым ходом, не только на доске, но и в жизни. Мы пошли к тем людям, которые из-за своих необдуманных поступков оказались в тюрьме. Мы предложили им переиграть свою жизнь, приняв участие в шахматном турнире. Победитель получал шанс досрочно выйти на свободу. Турнир поддержал чемпион мира по шахматам Анатолий Карпов.
Приветствую участников турнира.
В колониях транслировались анонсирующие ролики.
Прими участие в шахматном турнире и получи шанс досрочно выйти на свободу. Переиграй свою жизнь.
В специальном выпуске журнала «64 шахматное обозрение» заключенные могли заполнить анкету участника. Нам удалось заставить задуматься над своей жизнью десятки тысяч заключенных исправительных колоний. 200 человек приняли участие в турнире. 16 вышли в финал. Гроссмейстеры провели для игроков мастер-классы. Несколько тысяч человек следило за трансляцией финала турнира на онлайн-телеканале Чес ТВ. Диплом. Крупнейшие новостные издания осветили это событие. По итогам кампании Российская шахматная федерация решила провести турнир на международном уровне. В июне победитель шахматного турнира должен выйти на свободу.
Scary, isn't it? Actually, there are some things that I found in Russian law that, and not only in Russian, there is a special condition which calls early parole. So people who spend 2/3 of their time in the jail have a right to come out of the jail for early parole. And to come out of the jail to use this trick, you need to participate in some events, like a social event. So chess tournament is a social event, and so we made this possible because of that. And this guy, he came out. He won the tournament, and he came out. He got the freedom. And the thing is that the metaphor that I found, that when you make a mistake in your life, you failed. The same on the chessboard. When you make a mistake on the move, you are losing. The game. You fail. So I don't understand why. It's here. Yeah. I think this is really. It has a lot of awards. It has some. This story. I would say a lot of people ask me, Maxim, how it's possible? Maybe there is a murder, and how you could allow him. You know what I mean? There are this what I'm explaining. There are some special condition when people who spend some time in a jail could have a right to get an early parole. Anyway, I think I'm really excited that we run this master class, and I think it's very important that I could share my knowledge and expertise in social communication. And I hope many of you at least could think how to create a new project, a new social project dedicated to chess world. And that's really important. And I would be really happy to see next year the new stories, if Maria invites me to judge new stories next year. And I want to thank you, and thank you, FIDE, and especially Maria and Social Chess Project, to invite me to share this my knowledge that I have. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Maxim.
Almost in time, almost in time.
Yes, yes, thank you very much. And it was very insightful, actually, at least for me. I didn't create Inside, but I found some insights for myself and for the Infinite Chess project, which I coordinated. And we have a lot of thank yous in a chat. People are very generous to say kind words. Meanwhile, we had a question which I think really interesting regarding chess as academy, how they can start producing chess storytelling project as a mature. Do you have any ideas what tips they can use?
Can you just repeat the question, because I a little bit missed the last.
Yes, if we speak about, for example, Chess Academy, how they can start producing chess storytelling project as a mature, what do they need to start with?
Tell me a little bit more about the Chess Academy, Maria.
If a person who was the author of the question raised the hand, we can allow him or her to share.
Okay.
Okay. Ilmaz, can you help me with admin? It's not a name, but still.
Okay. He's gonna.
We give opportunity to speak to him.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Dear admin, you are unmute right now. I gave a permission to speak here. You should open your microphone.
Yeah, I hear you. No, admin, yeah.
Okay, please give some details to Maxim so he can answer your question.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, speak.
Sir, we are running a small academy in India, sir. As we participated in the storytelling challenge last year, arranged by FIDE. Now we are going to one step further. How can we produce films, stories, competing with the others?
Okay.
It's a professional
Okay.
storytelling.
Okay. I'll tell you. Actually, this presentation is all about creating the story, and
Yes.
I would say, first of all, there is one condition. If I would make a conclusion about my presentation, there is just one condition that everybody should have. It's just your intention to make a great story. You don't need like expensive camera, to be honest. Yeah, and I could make a film using this iPhone. Okay, it's a good camera. It's iPhone 16 Pro, but actually, to start creating the project, you need to sit to open the blank pages on the on your screen, or lay down and close your eyes and imagine how could I help people if I create the inspiring story about the chess community in my city, in my town, in my house, whatever, or in my own my. So just think, because the first question, you can't just take the camera and shoot whatever you see. You need to understand that this, if we're talking about the social movie, this movie should change someone's perception. The social communication, it's the most difficult thing. You can easily motivate people to buy, as I said, yogurt with a strawberry taste, or banana taste. Because, of course, I'm eating during my breakfast, and I want to share the new one, like a strawberry taste or banana taste. It's easy, or I can give you discount, 20%. But when we're talking about the social communication, you can't buy my perception. You can't buy my opinion, because if I think that, so you can't move. But you can encourage me to change my perception. You can inspire me to change my thinking. And if you want to start to make a great movie, first of all, you need to explore. You should make like a marketing exploration, marketing scientific exploration, and to see, okay, what kind of movie has done before I start my new one. You need to understand, okay, a jail in a chess, a jail on the street, jail and the bomb, oh, jail, chess, sorry, chess with beautiful, I don't know, supermodels playing chess, because people thinking that supermodels are stupid. No, we need to show the other way. So just close your eyes, or think what could inspire people in your community, and for whom you're going to make it. For your friends, for Indian Chess Federation, for the people who wish to play chess but they have no capacity, or they have no possibility to play chess. So you're building the factory that people doing pieces out of everything, I don't know, 3D printing, whatever. Yeah. So we change 3D printing, who is doing some not interesting stuff, and they're doing like a pieces, and start thinking of that. Start thinking that what people could be, what inspires people, and what the impact of your communication. Because as I said, this is the most difficult thing. First of all, the social communication has different types of intention and types of encouraging. The first stage is to force people to think about the issue. Yeah. For example, you don't know about the problem, you don't know about the issue, but our communication shows you. For example, some years ago, people didn't know about the plastic pollution, or like a light pollution in the city. You know what I mean? People they just living this. They don't know this is a problem for the birds, for example, for the animals, because their bio time clocks that buy clocks, they perceiving this light pollution, that the new day is coming. You know what I mean? And they have a problem, mental problem, like animals. So, but people didn't know about that. So the first stage is to make aware, to build awareness about the problem. This is very good purpose for the social advertising. The second stage could be if we not just inform people, but we try people not just only to think, but change their perception. Like in a Naked Heart Foundation story, yeah, when they say, listen, kids teach us how to behave with people, yeah, because we think they're ill, because our parents taught us. So we need to have two generation, not one, two, because we need to eliminate the perception that these people are ill. Yeah, they're just different. And the third part, the third encouraging level is to force people to do something. For example, fundraising. You could donate money for this purpose. Or you could say, okay, I want to be a volunteer. I want to come to this village. I want to bring these pieces. I want to play with them, and I want to teach them. So this is an action. So there are three things. First one is encourage people and inform people to think about the issue. Second thing is to change their perception. Yeah, and third one to force them to make an action. So if you want to start a great movie, if you could achieve the third one, so and you could make a movie that people could change their behavior, it's absolutely great. This is the one that we should looking for. So we need all the time think that we need to change the perception of the government that don't care about us, perception of the people who think that the world is how to say shortened to their house. And that's start from the story. Every movie starts from the story. Write down the story, think about the issues, think about the problem. And if you could try, if people don't know about the problem, okay, first level, try to make an awareness campaign about this issue, a problem, about the chess. Okay, these people are smart, but they don't have chess, they playing Go, I don't know, Japanese one, you know. Or people think that I don't know, that the supermodels are stupid. Okay, change this perception, but keep this secret till the end of the story. Show the beautiful fashion show, show the beautiful nice ladies, and somehow we reveal this is like a chess show. Wow, interesting! It's so beautiful, it's so trendy. Or, as I said, the third one, which is the best, if you make the movie, inspiring movie that could force people, encourage people to do something, even in fundraising, I don't know, to collect the money. Or collect the money for the businessman who is doing social, beautiful things. Would be great. And then there are some technical things like take the camera, take the light, take the microphone, take this, edit in a nice way, and make a color correction, and that's it. So you have YouTube. This technical thing is really easy stuff. But buy camera if you have some money, buy microphone, buy a couple of lights, and try this. It's not a big deal. You could spend for $1,000. You could start it. You know what I mean? Okay, Belen raise the hand. Let's just answer a couple of more questions, Maria. I think it would be nice if I could have an opportunity. Could you turn on Belen Cisterna?
Hi, thank you. I'm a journalist and I make non-fiction videos. I make content in social media about chess. And I wanted to ask you, how can I add these tools to non-fiction? I make interviews almost like news report for YouTube and TikTok. So that is my question. How can I add storytelling to my videos that are like more like TV news report or something like that? Thank you.
Maria, I need your help because I missed a couple of things. You're a journalist. You are working on TV, yes?
Yes.
You're working on TV, and your question is how you could turn your, let's say, regular work into social world, into social communication.
I have my own social media platform where I create content, chess content. And my question is, in my own social media platform, how can I add these tools from storytelling
Okay. Okay, I
to
got
my
it.
content that is more like
Oh,
nonfiction, like more like
okay.
TV, because
Okay,
it
I got
is
it. I
what I
got it.
do.
I got it.
Thanks.
It's easy. It's
Thanks.
easy. So you have like a digital platform, correct?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. So in digital platform, there is a company which calls Google. Probably you've heard about that. I know you heard it. I'm kidding. And there is a strategy which calls 3H methodology. 3H. It's hero, hub, and hygiene or help content. So, and every blogger, every media should use this kind of technique. So there is a hero content that you could create like 2, 3 times per year. There is a hub content, and hero content just grabs the audience. So it's like a very it's expensive content, but it should be like a hero content. Like, I don't know, you invited Magnus Carlsen and you are doing event with him, on your channel, or dedicated to especially your channel. Yeah, it's very great and hero content. Or you have like a concept, and you all the time, I don't know, every week or 2 times per month, doing a report on the chess, on a chess tournament. Or as a hub content, for example, you are doing interview with interesting chess players. I don't know, about the fashion, about the food, about everything. For if it's your, I don't know, your concept could be lifestyle in chess, and you should have like a help or hygiene content, we call it, that every day you just could do like stories, reels, whatever you like. Every day you just say, guys, it's so interesting. I'm working in a chess world, and everything gives me like a chess sign. Look at this, look at this, look at that. So or you're giving like a hint. Yeah, guys, for example,
I
I
understand.
always this is like a regular one, but if we're talking about like how include social impact into your channel, that's the most important thing. So okay, let me think about the concept of my channel. I can't just tell about everything, but I have 3 types of communication here, or 3 types of content: hero, hub, and hygiene content. And for example, in a hub content, I will always ask, for example, chess players about their intention to participate in social projects. Or I could connect non-profit organization with these players, because I have a good relation with them, and we could create like a collaboration with them.
Okay,
And
I understand.
you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then,
yeah, yeah. It's really
because
interesting.
yeah, so you kind of find the driver and make a great communication, because the Magnus Carlsen or Belinka or whatever you could imagine, I don't know, the drivers of communication, and do some collaboration and try to, but first of all, you need to understand what your channel is about, what you want to tell. If you say, okay, I'm gonna tell about the chess through the social impact, so that means the whole content should be somehow with this accent.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, good. Maria, your turn. I really, wow! I have so many words. Wow, it's so beautiful. Maria, could you
Yes,
save me all of this chat, if it's
Maxim, I
possible?
will for sure. And I think that we have a last question, and it's important one
Okay.
because we have several of them, but very similar. Uh,
Okay.
can you suggest any tool available for free that can be used to produce chess films? Any website or link or video to understand? Because many people who joined us today, who were registering for this masterclass, they understand that everything can be done with a good equipment and not all can afford it, at least at the very beginning. So if they had an idea, script and concept and everything that you're speaking about, but have very limited resources for the equipment, can you
Okay, I
provide?
suggest you one thing. Okay, I'll tell you. If you give me like a phone, even 11 iPhone, any phone, I could create the nice shot because I'll tell you, it's not about the quality is very important. It depends on the genre that you have. If you're shooting feature films, of course you should make like a cinematic shots. You should think about composition not in terms of like as a surface, like a flat surface, but as a deep surface. You know what I mean? So it should be first plan, it should be second plan, it should be like a background. So you're just building this. So this is like a, that's why I said, first of all, you need to understand the genre. If you understand genre of your movie, you could understand, okay, I need red camera or ARRI camera. I could rent it for a couple of days. Okay, I found let's say the businessman who could donate this money to this production, to the rental, or they could give me for free because it's my friend. You need to find some solution. Or if you just say, okay, I could make it via my iPhone, like a hygiene content, it doesn't matter. But if you want to make like a documentary movie, or if you want to make, I don't know, a short movie, there are two things I would suggest. I would suggest if you don't if you have money, it's one side. So at least you should have like for $10,000, you could have a good equipment like a camera
Let's
FX3.
speak
But
about no budget
yeah, no budget,
options. Yes,
no budget or low budget.
no budget.
But without camera, you can't shoot the movie. You need at least to have
If
camera.
you have your personal phone, for example, but it's not
Yeah,
very good, you haven't
yeah.
changed it for years.
Okay,
So, but I
okay.
have an idea and I have a project and I want to speak up. What should I do?
Okay. At least I would suggest to buy a microphone to your camera, just DJI or something. Or even if you could use and you could or you could use like a wire one if you have it, like, yeah. And keep in mind on the exposition. This is very important. If you don't have money for the good camera which could measure the exposition, what does mean exposition? See here, the sunny side of the street, but exposition measured according to my face. You see, you see my face, but this is a sunny one, so this is overexposed, you know. But in a movie, it's not good if you have like overexposition in the frame, you know, because here you would put like a filter or something like that. So in cameras, there is a special instrument in every camera that you can change exposition. You can change exposition. If you see this, but if I turn on the light, for example, yeah, if it could be the light, I could compensate the exposition. You know, if I put a more light here, so I could the camera closes the diaphragm, and this building, you could see the texture of this building. Yeah. So use this technique. I can show it here. For example, I have my camera. Can you see my camera? Yeah, you can see my camera. Now I put my finger here, and then I see I change the exposition. It goes darker, it goes lighter. It goes darker, it goes lighter. So if you wanna have like a good quality frames, keep in mind to use this exposition bar in your phone. It has, first of all. Secondly, don't shoot from the people's eyes. I mean, the levels of the, because this is like how people see the world. We see the world from this side. If you want to talk with the person, just be a little bit lower from his eyes. Just put the camera a little bit lower, first of all. Because when you a little bit like this, or if you want to shoot some details, you can use different techniques like shoot details, shoot these guys, but use a simple light. If you have like this light in your house, just compensate it. If you have a light on the street, put the curtain here, put the light here. You know what I mean? So you don't need a lot of money. You can use your phone. But if you have at least $1,000, or someone could donate you $1,000, I would suggest to buy DJI camera, which has already stabilization, which has already different lenses you can change, and there is a microphone inside. So that's different. But I tell you, using a telephone, that's enough. If you just could look, there is a Hollywood DOP course which is free in internet. I saw it, and you could just look how to build a stand, how to make interview, how to highlight the background. So you don't need the money to put the light put the light near the viewer and turn it on, so it builds atmosphere. So in terms of techniques, it's not a big deal, to be honest. Yeah, if you wanna have a nice movie, but you should think that when you make the first like a training movie, after that you would say, okay, now I'm gonna invest into the good equipment, and I could buy FX3 or Sony Alpha 4, something like that.
Okay. Thank you, Maxim. I think that we have all questions. At least if we will receive something more in our email of Social Commission or in social media, I think that we can send it to you so you can share some insights with us as well. We will share the recording of this masterclass with the participants, with all who joined and who registered. I think that, Maxim, can you share also the presentation with us so we can share it with the participants, because someone asked to recap the information, especially the techniques I think they were interested in. So thank you very much. It was really very useful and very positive, I would say, Saturday for everyone, because we saw a lot of interesting cases and videos, and I hope that everyone inspired. And the main idea that you are very, very free to choose any idea you want. You are not limited in gadgets or any equipment, as Maxim mentioned. As long as you have a creativity, idea, and passion to create something good for social community, you are free to start, and we are here to help you if you need some advice. Thank you very much, Maxim, for your time and for your contribution. Your expertise is very valuable for us. I see that everyone is enjoying it and says thank you. And thank you everyone to find time and join us today. I hope to see you at our future masterclasses and meetups. And have a nice weekend.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.